Okay, rock it. 3, 2, 1. I am here with the greatest chef that ever lived, Bobby Flay.
My goodness, what am I supposed to say now?
Bar American, it is doing phenomenal here at Mohegan Sun. Tell me about the concept and how you came up with it.
Well, Bar American is really a celebration of the great regions of America in terms of food. And, it's not new American cuisine, it's regional American cuisine, where I really am inspired by the different regions of America. So when most people look at a map of America, they see states and cities and towns, I see ingredients. And so I pull from those ingredients from those particular places. So, like the great seafood, like Dungeness crab and halibut and all of the sort of nuts and berries in the Pacific Northwest, of course, like the chilies and the blue corn and all that stuff in the Southwest, and kind of move across the country into the South with all their southern delicacies, and you can imagine what I'm talking about. So it's very specific to America, but I always loved the classic French brasseries in Paris, and so it sort of feels like French brasserie, but it tastes American.
So, with that being said, when you think of Connecticut, what do you think of in cuisine-wise in Connecticut?
Well, I mean, Connecticut is a very diverse place. Obviously, I think of things like clams and oysters and chowders and things along those lines. But also we are in the Mohegan Sun Hotel, and so I also try to bring some Native American ideas to the play as well.
That's a great idea, actually. Everything here is so delicious.
No.
Do you have a favorite if you had to eat something of your own all the time?
Well, I think one of the most classic dishes at Bar American is the cioppino, which is a San Francisco-style Italian seafood stew. So we utilize lobster and shrimp and oysters and mussels and clams and some kind of finned fish, like maybe like red snapper or halibut, whatever we have that's really fresh that day. And it's in sort of a tomato, garlicky, spicy broth. And we serve it with grilled sourdough bread. It's really terrific, and it's actually a very San Francisco dish. Really quick story. It came about because the Italian immigrants who were working on the boats back in the turn of the century before this one, would take the scraps of the fish from the fishermen, and they would chip in, and they would make tomato sauce and use the fish stock and the fish, and then that's how they made it cioppino.
That's what my paisans were doing.
Exactly right.
I know, because I do that all the time for dinner. So let's go to desserts, because obviously a favorite of mine. If you had a favorite dessert that you had to create a Bobby Flay signature favorite dessert, what would it be?
Well, I think that our signature dish here is the blackberry souffle. I mean, it's delicious American blackberries from the Pacific Northwest, but made into a souffle, and it really says a lot about the restaurant. French technique, American ingredients, and it's just one of those things that basically everybody has to have on their table.
Okay, so shifting gears a little bit. Last time we talked, we were talking about parenting and stuff. Your daughter is a teenager.
Yes.
What if she said to you, "Hey, Dad, guess what? I'm gonna leave school, follow my passion." What would you say?
I say, stay in school. My daughter is actually a Connecticut resident.
Very cool.
She lives in Connecticut with her mom, and she does not want to be in the restaurant business. She loves food, and she comes. Actually, Bar American is her favorite restaurant. She loves the shellfish towers. That's what she gets as an appetizer for herself.
Great.
So she loves like all those lobsters and clams and stuff like that. But actually, my daughter wants to be in fashion. She in her mind, she's like, because people always say to her, "I guess you're gonna be a chef like your dad." And she says, "You know what? We have that covered in my family." She's into like very cool clothes, and that's her passion.
Actually, she's a smart girl. That's a very smart thing.
Yeah,
leave it to Dad.
Yeah,
I'll go the other route.
Right, exactly.
So let me ask you about Winefest, because you're here again, Winefest. You come back every year. Do you see it growing? What do you see different from year to year?
Well, I think I think that the interest of food in this country, and wine, of course, is really growing, more every day. And I feel like we're the last country to catch up with the rest of the world. But I think that we've caught them, in many ways, I feel like America has surpassed a lot of the countries in the world when it comes to cuisine, and it's happened in a very short period of time. And so I think it's terrific that the Mohegan Sun is participating in that. We're so happy to be here with Bar American, and we have Bobby's Burger Palace too. So it's like you can come for your special meal, or you can come for a $7 burger downstairs. I mean, and so I think that food at every level, whether it's quick casual like Bobby's Burger Palace or high end like Bar American, people expect, and they're demanding better things. And I think that that's what we're hopefully giving them here. And I think the Wine Fest is just sort of a culmination of all of that. You know, you have chefs here like Jasper White and Todd English, and we brought some other chefs in this year like Douglas Rodriguez and Robert Irvine from Food Network. And so I think that, you know, and if you look at the crowds, you can see that people are really interested. So it's really great.
Well, you just brought up the Food Network, and I just wanted to quickly touch base on that. You are, I mean, you are the face of the Food Network. You are the Food Network. Yeah, you are. So.
That's just because I've been there for so long.
And you have, what, 97 shows on it, but they're all great. Cooking Channel launched. So we talked about this a little bit before. Let's talk about it a little bit now. Cooking Channel, a little different from Food Network. What are you doing differently on that network?
The Cooking Channel is a slightly edgier, for lack of a better way to describe it, younger feel to it. It's you know, it's got sort of an edge, a little bit more of a global feel. You know, that we're investigating different cuisines from around the world, like Indian and Asian, and in a much more in-depth kind of way. I actually have a new show on that network called Brunch at Bobby's, because I love doing brunch, and in my restaurants in New York and in Vegas, you know, we have a very elaborate brunch menu, and it's something that we've built over the years. And I always wanted to do a show about brunch, and so Food Network never wanted me to do a show about brunch. I mean, I've been asking for 10 years. And so finally, when they said that we were going to launch the Cooking Channel, can you help us out? I was like, only if you let me do brunch. And it's actually proven to be very, very, very popular, because, you know, on Saturday and Sunday morning, for people watching cooking shows, it's brunch time.
Yeah.
So why not inspire them to cook something right then?
Well, a brunch is kind of like a mullet. It's like business in the front, party in the back. You
Exactly.
got breakfast, you got lunch. You kind of can drink.
Yes.
Well, you kind of have to have breakfast too. It's
Sometimes you're hungover. Sometimes you're about to get hungry.
I know nothing but you speak.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty of brunch.
Yeah, it is so great.
Yeah.
So what's next on the agenda? Because I mean, everything just the one thing that's great about you is that you're so hands-on. So what's next for you?
Well, we're going to keep opening the to Bobby's Burger Palaces. We have 5 of them now. We're going to probably get to about 10 by the end of this year. And, you know, we're just sort of keeping everything going. It's like, you know, Vegas, Atlantic City, Connecticut, of course New York, and we have Masonville in the Bahamas. And, you know, it's a lot to keep up with. I mean, I always tell people I'm basically on tour with restaurants all the time. Right now I'm shooting the next Food Network star in Los Angeles. I'm kind of going back and forth to get that shot. I'm hosting the lead judge of that show. And so, you know, and I'm actually going to have a new show at the end of the year on Food Network that I can't quite talk about yet, but you know, I'm actually, you know, I'm producing it, so we're sort of in cahoots to kind of get it all shaped up.
Excellent. Well, I just wanted to say thank you so much. It's always a pleasure seeing you. Always delicious. Every time I see you, I'm very hungry.
That's the most important thing. Thank you very much.
Can't wait to eat. And can you just say hello to Fox, Connecticut?
What's up, Fox, Connecticut? Come to Bar American. Blackberry soufflés for everybody.
Oh, wait a minute. Hello. Shut that off. We're going to eat. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure.